I don't know if you guys had your youth spent heading to the dump quite a bit, but for whatever reason, my dad had an affinity of making it a quarterly objective to head to the dump. And it was back in the day when dumps were just landfills outdoors, garbage everywhere, birds flying everywhere, seagulls possibly pooping on your head. One of the times we were heading back home after heading to the dump, and my dad's old blue, we heard a squeaking sound coming from the wheels. My dad automatically knew what it was. We beelined it to the auto parts store, came back with some parts, and all of a sudden my dad starts to jack up the truck and starts working on the wheel bearing. And I remember being amazed that he knew how to do those sorts of things. And he's passed since. And now I have all the stories, whether it's my mom or my uncle, telling me how he was able to build a fence, rebuild an engine. And when I look back, I wish my dad would have had the interest to share with me the knowledge that he had and whatever it took to make things right mechanically, or repairing plumbing, or repairing fencing.
It's not as bad as I thought it was.
Well, it's been a bit since I've had the video.
Yeah!
No, look, we're supposed to be quiet.
No.
You come up with me. So, about 5 years ago, probably 4 years ago, I had gotten the picture in my mind, mostly due to a channel called Red Poppy Ranch. If you haven't watched it, it's one of my favorites. But he ultimately motivated me to pretty much like try to redo my house all by myself. So, wish I'd have had the videos for it, but I don't. Of me taking out tile, using a chipping hammer in here, it's almost like a jackhammer, and taking out the tile that was in the kitchen and the entry room, and of course the carpet and all the other rooms. And basically I did the flooring all by myself, and that was with Luke when he was probably
Little.
1 year old, probably.
1 year old.
And it was a lot easier to do that because I didn't have him crawling around. Well, he was kind of crawling, but he wasn't in the way as much. So anyway, it would have been great to like have that video for that. But we've taken a long pause
Like
on
a video chance.
making our house look as good as you can, and
Like
we're gonna get back to it. So what that means for us is we're going to start with all the doors.
Start with all the doors, and then
Okay, hold on,
and
hold
then
on.
that'll be done.
And basically, all the doors have, I don't know, 7 doors in our house. We're gonna paint them. We're gonna paint the frames around it, and
with you.
put some new hardware in there, some new modern-looking hardware. So that's what we're gonna do.
Hi guys.
Yeah, that's Levi. Levi wasn't here when I did the floors. And anyway, so we're gonna start that and kind of go from there. When I look at the generations from before, whether it was my grandfather, a World War II vet, or my dad, those men, I guess, of the 20th century had to work on things, had to fix things. There wasn't a professional nearby to take care of it. There was no expert there that was willing to do every little thing. The men of that generation did what had to be done. They used their hands, and they probably made a lot of mistakes, but they were willing to try. And unfortunately, our 21st century world, most men have essentially been afraid to try to do things, try to fix things. And we've grown accustomed to paying people to do what our ancestors used to do. Okay. Alright, now Luke's gonna help us. His first time painting. We got $1 brushes.
I love it.
It's probably gonna be a mess. You hold on, you're second. Okay, let me put some paint. I want you to get underneath. Get, kneel down, there you go. Get a little further away from the stand of the can. Okay? Yeah, why don't you go like this?
Okay, okay.
Hold on. Use your right hand. Use your right hand. There you go. Up and down. Up and down. Okay, don't do it hard. See how you splatter from there? It'll be nice and soft.
Sorry.
Okay, do a little more paint. Do it 3 times.
Do it 3 times and then we can take turns. I'm gonna do it one more time.
Splatter paint.
No, that's okay.
You just did too hard. Here. Look.
Look at
Look. Right hand. Right hand. Up and down like this. Up and down.
What do I do it? Oh, glow. That's glow. This is glow. The white one's glow. That's glow.
You're taking me back when everything moves slower. You're taking me back
Look
to
at
better
me.
days.
Up and down. Up
Up
and
and
down.
down. Up and down. Okay, one more time. We can do this time.
Okay.
All the way back to better days.
Okay.
Isn't it fine?
Remember, go slow. You need to start over here and up and down. That,
Taking me back to better
Up and down.
right? Up and down. And nice smooth strokes. Up and down.
Up and down.
You gotta go next, Levi. Okay. It's Levi's turn. He's only 3 years old, but you gotta start somewhere, right, Levi?
But no, I'm 5 years old.
Oh, you're 5. Look out for the camera, Levi. Okay. All right, Levi, you ready? Okay, you're gonna get paint on you, so scoot back a little bit. Make this there, ready? Up and down. Up.
Don't go like this.
Yeah, don't go hard.
Don't scribble.
Okay.
Like when you're
No,
coloring.
come over here behind me. Come over here. Okay, ready?
Oh,
Okay.
should I wash my
How
hands?
did you get paint? No. Here, come here, come here.
Should I wash my hands?
Don't touch the walls, okay? Because there's paint on them.
No.
Up and down. Good job, Levi.
Where are my hands? Where are my other hands?
It'll dry off.
How can it
See,
dry?
Daddy's got paint on too.
I don't.
You will.
I don't.
Heads up, Luke. Luke, come walk over
I
here.
don't.
Don't touch anything. There you go. Just sit down. Okay, there you go. That's your second time. You get 2 more times.
And then it's my turn.
Then we're gonna go start the barbecue.
But I don't have a turn too.
Well, you did, and we have to go make food though. Dinner's time. Daddy's gonna make dinner. So.
Hey, dinner.
Hmm?
Dinner. No more paint. We're not touch the ground. Don't touch it.
Don't touch the paint over your hand. Don't touch it, okay? Okay, it'll dry off. That's painting session 1. As you can see, got pretty much nothing done, but I only had an hour to do this, so but I just want to show them how to do it and just get them interested in doing things around the house and being willing to take on a project as little as it is or as big as it is and not be afraid of it. So anyway, that's it for now. What I'm gonna try to do is this is the beginning of the week, kind of. It's Monday. It is President's Day. I think it's Washington's birthday, maybe. Could be wrong. I'm gonna just kind of take us through the week, a little bit of a vlog style, and I don't know, see where it goes. So let's go. Let's get the week on. So this truck has not been on the channel for a while. Oh, my baby. She still runs, but she's got some brake problems, and father of 2 and a husband, it's hard to do all this stuff. But anyway, what I'm having a problem with right now is a little bit of a rat problem. problems. And so I thought it was a mouse, and I put a, make sure it's not locked, this guy here, but nothing happened. So I think I got a bigger rodent on my case. I don't think it's a possum. There are some possums here because I got palm trees from different neighbors. And anyway, so bought a tomcat, which is a little more comfortable at setting the trap, because if you've tried to use these traps, pretty intense, and the rat traps are even bigger. And I always give, there's always a sense of apprehension about setting it and placing it and making sure it's not going to snap. Anyway, so what I've noticed, you may not be able to see here, rat droppings and food here, mold here. They're all up in my manifold, intake manifold here. You can't see it probably. And thank God they're not eating up wires, but I don't want them here. I don't want them here. So we're gonna set some traps tonight, and see what comes of it. So I am probably, I was thinking about setting them in the motor themselves, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna just probably set them on the ground, and then we'll see. We'll see what we get tomorrow. Well, it's been another week. Yeah, I don't think I've told you too much about what I do. I'm a doctor where I live, internal medicine. It's kind of working for a bigger group, and I've been doing it for 10 years, and you get to start seeing the nature of how medicine works and how it's changed in the last 10 years, and kind of what's the level of importance as far as medicine, and it's what's going on. Essentially, my frustrations are sometimes that it's not doctor led, it's corporate led or CEO led or bottom dollar led, and some of the people that are actually boots on the ground, doctors, nurses, etc., they're kind of just in this wheel of movement, and of course they want to make it lucrative to kind of get you to go along with their process, but ultimately, at some point, it's just the money is just not worth it, and it's just not led by the right people. So that's in my frustrations for the week, and God, it makes me think when I'm doing these things around the house, like I'd almost much rather own my own business and kind of home repair, plumbing, painting, whatever it is, because it's just like me and the job. And so thank God for me and loving projects like this, because it just kind of like makes me feel satisfied in doing things. So anyway, we'll get to the painting. It's going to probably take a bit to get through the whole house of this, and I think it'll look great because we've already done baseboard through the whole house and painted it nicely. So this is kind of the last part. So let's see how the process goes.
Daisies blooming.
Now, a typical speech that I'd give to a patient, especially a man who sometimes just feels lost in this world, is a lot of our jobs back in the day used to be something that involved building, it involved project doing, but at the end of the day, they could see something that was done, they can see something that was built, and they can look at it in awe. And our jobs now, our 21st century jobs, are so computer laden, and the end result of our jobs doesn't have anything that I can touch. It's nothing that's tangible. And I really feel like when we do these things that are tangible, that we can see, a sense of joy, a spirit-filled joy, permeates through us, and it gives us a level of satisfaction that I think a lot of men need. We're living in the 21st century, but our bones are aching for the times of old.
Leaves ain't waiting. Their colors changing like the times.
Okay, it's Sunday. It's the last day of the weekend. Not looking forward to Monday. It's always here again. Today, rest of it. Get this door painted. I'm gonna take the hardware off. The trim's painted around the office, bedroom over there. That's pretty much it. We'll get this kind of taken care of. And maybe this other door here that you can't see in the shot. And get that done, and hopefully it'll look good. But let's see. The take-home point for all this is ultimately I want to raise my children to be an asset to this world, to be a fixer of this world, to be a doer of this world, and ultimately be an active, useful member of society.
We've got miles behind us, but miles to go. So let's just break this down to the simplest truth. You and I as one will always be better.
Okay, painting for the moment is done. It's just gonna take a lot longer than I always think that it's gonna take. So, did two coats on one side. Probably took. Drying time's the hardest part, so it's just gonna be longer than I thought. So I stopped that and gonna end the week, but I kind of already had this little issue last week when I videoed it in the beginning. I tried to put some rat traps on my dad's truck, and either they're not coming or they don't like what I got. But I'm gonna kind of clean out some of this lovely rat mix they got going here, and I found basically a pharmaceutical grade rat attractant. So hopefully that's gonna get them. I want to get a big boy. Anyway, can clean that up and then start this truck up and call it a week. Gross. Whoa. Thank God I'm not chomping on wires, but this is so gross. And old Blue, my dad's little truck, does need to be started up. It's been at least a few weeks since I have, and it's been sitting really waiting for me to work on it, but I got these other household things I need to get done, so my plan is to get all it done so that eventually I can start working on this and get it running. This truck's got a lot of sentimental value to me, and it's really the only huge physical memory I have of my dad. So I want to get it going. So let's start it up, and then we'll conclude it for the week. Okay. She had a couple times to turn over. She actually already turned over, but took my foot off the gas, so it died. So let's start it up again. There it goes. Okay, that's a wrap for the week. Another week out, another week done. I start hitting these projects again. It's been a while since I've really kind of done stuff around the house, and you start to remember why you stopped doing it, because of kids and obligations and all the such, and you just so understand why people just basically how people do things for you and pay for it, because it is a struggle. But I think for me, I've always been into trying to find something that's challenging in my life. That was at one point that was working out. At one point that was get in medical school and working my tail off to try to study as hard as I could. And I've always wanted some sort of hardship, because I always felt that was a I just enjoy the struggle, I suppose. But anyway, this is definitely hard. It's hard to get everything done with kids. You want to spend time with them, and you want to be a good husband, and work requires my time as well. So it's hard to do all of that at once. But again, I also feel like I'm happy to do it, and I like the struggle. And as I said, during this episode, I think it's just really important that my kids and today's youth in general know how to do things. So anyway, hope you guys have a good week. We'll be keeping these videos going, and I'm gonna try to get something working. I enjoy doing YouTube. It's fun. Anyway, so I'm gonna keep going. So we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.